everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on my video today. Today I have another Temu haul for you. So we will pretty much get right into it. I do have a couple of extra bits that I'm going to be sticking in the video today too, which are kind of updates, I guess, for products that I hauled previously. So you will see those little clips in as well. I'm not sure exactly where I'll put them, but one being the nose waxing kit and the other being that kind of creamy gel nail polish. This here. So yeah, so there'll be clips of those. Maybe I'll put them at the end so that if there's anybody who's not too interested, it won't really matter. But the people who are interested can stick around to see me trying the products out. So as per usual, all of the items that I show you will be linked in my description box down below, as long as they are still available. If they're not available, then I won't have a link for them. So we will go ahead and get started. Our first item is an antique leaf wooden decor. Yes, I said wooden. Is it wooden? No, it's not. I paid $10.99 for this. I did get a price adjustment. Currently it's $11.24 for it. It is 16.5 inches long and about 5.7 inches in width. So it is supposed to be made of wood. It doesn't say what kind of wood, but it does say made of wood. And if this is wood, I'd be very surprised. It really, to me, feels more like it's maybe resin or something. I don't know. It's very, very lightweight, and it just feels like plastic. So I wasn't 100% sure on this when I first saw it, but I read the reviews, and there was so many reviews that said about how gorgeous it was, and it was fantastic quality, and it was heavy, and it's not really all of those things in my opinion. I'll hold it a little closer. See, there's just things like, see this? It sort of looks to me like it's a seam, which you wouldn't have a seam like that if it was made of wood. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe pressboard, I suppose, but again, that's not wood. So I don't know. It's bigger than I was expecting. I think it's a bit bigger than what I would have wanted. And yeah, I don't think I'm gonna hang on to it. It's just not really what I was expecting or looking for, and it's not. I don't think it's worth the $10.99 that I paid for it. So this, I think I'm gonna send back. If you like the look of it, you know, yeah, I mean, and you think that's worth it, that's fine. Like I said, lots of reviews seem to think it was good. So, but I think I'm gonna be returning this. Our next item is another fake plant. If you've watched my previous videos, you know that I'm a fan of Temu's fake flowers and fake plants. So this time I got a fake palm tree. I got a really good deal. I paid $5.84 for it. I'm not sure if it was one of the up to 90% off coupons or exactly how I got it for that price, but the current price for it is $20.98. It did come just in a box, and it's in pieces. So you get this stem part, and then you get these leaves. So there's 18 of these, and then once you put them on, there's just little holes here for going on to each of the little stems. And once you put them on, the overall size of it is supposed to be about 28-29 inches. I'll be honest, as far as fake plants that I've gotten from Temu, this is probably the one that I'm the least impressed by. Now, I don't know if it's just because it's still in pieces, and maybe when it's put together, because there was reviews that had photos with them put together, and you know what, it did look nice, and people saying about it looking realistic. So I'm gonna put it together and see. Well, I'll probably keep it regardless because I got such a good deal on it, but I will put it together and see. I will insert a photo when I'm editing my video. I'll put the I'll insert a photo of it finished in, just to sort of see how it looks when it's all together. But it's definitely not my favorite at this point, but I will give it the chance and I will put it together and see how it is. I think they're all about the same size. There is some variation in the color here, so I'll have to kind of look to see whether or not, well, I'm sure there is, but whether or not where I need to put the darker leaves and where I need to put the lighter leaves. I'm guessing darker at the bottom and lighter as you go towards the top. So, but I will, like I said, I'll insert a photo. I don't have a pot to put it in at this moment. So I did see in some of the review photos, people just having it in a vase. So maybe I'll do something like that for the time being, but we'll see. Our next item is this set of 2 pillow covers. So 2, and I paid $8.54. I did get a price adjustment. Currently it is $9.98 for the size that I got, which is 18 by 18. You can also buy them in 16 by 16 size. Those are currently $8.98, and a 20 by 20 size, which is currently $12.48. So it says it's 100% linen blend. I don't think this is linen. I don't know. It's like a canvasy. I don't know. The front does feel a little bit softer than the back. Like the back definitely texture-wise just looks like some canvas, but the front is a little bit softer. So unless this is linen, but it honestly doesn't feel like linen to me. The zip works great. It slides nice and easy. It's just thin. There's no extra lining on the inside of it. I do think they look very nice as far as the coloring and the pattern of them. They're not the softest. Maybe washing them would soften them up a bit, but I think for the price, because you got the 2 of them, I think that it's pretty good. I'm just not sure how soft they're gonna feel for if you're using the pillow. Other than how the fabric feels, like quality wise, they look like they're well put together. Like there's no, like the sewing all looks fine on it. There's no like loose threads or anything hanging off of it. So quality wise, I think it's good. It's just whether the fabric is, you know, the best for a throw pillow. The next item I got is this beverage dispenser with spigot tap. I paid $5.47 for this. I did get a price adjustment. It is currently $5.47 again. It's just plastic. It does feel pretty cheap, the plastic. It is supposed to be 3.5 liters, and when I got it and opened it up, I mean, it had the measurements on the listing, but again, like sometimes it's just hard to kind of picture in your head what a size is. And so it did, when I opened it, seem smaller than I thought it should be for holding 3.5 liters. And that would be because it is. I measured it water, and this holds about 2.7 liters. And when I filled it with 2.7 liters, it was like to the very, very top. So a little annoyed about that. This lid is not the easiest to get off. I'd hate to be trying to get it off with water or juice or whatever in it. So it's definitely cheap. I mean, it is cheap. It was $5.47, so it is cheap. I did test it. When you get it, the little tap thing here is not installed, I guess, on it. It's just loose inside. So there is a little bit of a washer that you have to have on either side of the opening when you're putting it together. So because they're sort of together when you first get it, so you kind of have to separate them and put one on the inside, one on the outside, just to make sure it is watertight, which it is. I checked. I put the water in it and checked to see, and I used the little tap to see how it would be. I will say, when I did it, I did put kind of warm water in. It was warm tap water. I mean, it wasn't boiling water, but it was warm tap water. And I did find that pressing this down, it was starting to kind of flex here. So I don't know that it's going to be super, super durable, but it does hold more than the pitcher jug thing that we have for my husband has been making iced tea. So it does hold more than the jug that he had been using. So I probably will keep it, but I am kind of disappointed that it doesn't hold as much as it says it was supposed to. And I really don't think it's going to be super durable, but at the same time, if it's just sitting in the fridge and you're just kind of using this and it's something cold so that the plastic won't be heated up and maybe more flexible because of that, then hopefully it'll be okay. But yeah, it's definitely not like some fabulous quality item. But the next item that I got was this glass overnight oats jar. I know I'm late to the party on the whole overnight oats thing, but I've never tried it and I thought I might. I paid $5.94 for this glass. Currently it is $6.98. It is available in 4 colors, like the lid color. On the listing I purchased from, there's white, yellow, gray, or this pink that I got. And they are all the same price. It doesn't matter what color you get, they're the same price. It is 350 mil. It has measurements on here. It just has 100, 200, and 300, but obviously you can put more than that in there. And it comes with a little spoon. Honestly, I feel like it's overpriced. The glass jar is fine, like it's a good thick jar, but I mean, it's kind of like just like a mason jar. And the plastic of the lid is just pretty cheap feeling. It does have a rubber or silicone seal inside, so it shouldn't leak or anything like that. But I mean, again, you could just use a mason jar. And the spoon is, oops, the spoon was almost on the floor. The spoon is not the greatest quality. It's very kind of thin, not exactly nice edges to it. It actually does feel slightly rough around the edges. I thought it was a wooden handle, but it's just plastic. It just kind of painted, I guess, to look like it's wood. But yeah, it's not the nicest spoon. And in the pictures, they show it on here like that with the handle part in here, but this doesn't hold it very well. Like it just in sitting there, it's just getting, it looks like it's gradually working its way out. Like I don't know that it would stay there. If you do it where it's the metal part, it stays a bit better, but then obviously because of the length of the spoon, then you couldn't sit it down on a table that way. I mean, you could put it the other way, but then the spoon's sticking way up. So I don't know. I think I'm probably just going to return this. I think I would just use a mason jar instead of this. I don't like the spoon. I probably wouldn't use the spoon. And yeah, so I don't think it's worth it. I think for, a couple of bucks you can get a mason jar. So why pay almost $6 for this when you can get just a mason jar? The next item I got was an 8-piece set of measuring cups and measuring spoons. These are what they look like. I paid 1 penny for this. I logged in one day and they had already been in my cart, and it just came up and said that one item in my cart I could get for a super good deal, and it was these, and it was for 1 penny. So I went ahead and scooped them up. Scoop, get it? Anyway, if you wanted to purchase these right now, the stainless color that I got, they're $24.98 for the 8-piece set. They are also available with this part being gold or black. So the 8-piece set for the color I got and the black is $24.98. The gold one is currently $18.18. You can also just buy a 4-piece set of just the cups, measuring cups, or a 4-piece set of just the measuring spoons. So the measuring cups on their own are between $17.98 and $20.98. the measuring spoons range between $9.48 and $11.48. So really, like, you're better off getting the full set price wise. They're not the greatest, I'll say. Especially this is the 1 cup measure. Where the handle is connected, I don't know if you can see, it's definitely tighter at this side than it is at this side. It's kind of loose there. So I don't know that they're going to be super, super durable. I also think that it's quite hard on some of them to read the measure. So you've got like the cup, half cup, third of a cup, and a quarter cup. But like, so the third cup, like, it's very hard to read that. So I don't really like that. I probably could do something, like maybe use some sort of marker or something and draw over it and then wipe it away pretty quick, and hopefully it would sort of stay in where the lettering is, but I don't know. And then staying with the spoons, this one's not exactly the best. And these are kind of strange because most of the handles on the spoons and the cups are all about this kind of shade. And then you've got this one that is a fair bit darker. It doesn't show even on camera how much darker it is, but it does look a fair bit darker, which is kind of odd. It's also the ones that are darker, especially this one, the tablespoon one, it makes it even harder to read. So I certainly wouldn't be keeping these if I'd paid the $24.98 for them. I paid a penny, so of course I'm going to keep them. But yeah, if I'd paid $24.98, I don't think I would keep these. I don't think they're quality-wise worth that price. It had also said that there was supposed to be a ring that came with it, so that if you wanted to join them together, that you could do that, but there was no ring. I didn't get a ring, so yeah. If you can get them marked down a bunch, I'd say sure, go for it. My understanding is, especially for the spoon measures, that this kind of shape, rather than the ones that have a curved bottom, is supposed to be more accurate for measuring. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't pay like the regular price for these, at least not for the quality of the ones I got. Maybe that's the reason that they were doing that. You could get it for a penny. Maybe they have had some sets kicking around that, you know, had been returned or just didn't pass quality. And so they decided, hey, well, let people get these for a penny rather than, you know, them just completely going to waste. So I don't know, but I certainly wouldn't be happy with the quality of these for $24.98. The next item I got was this baseball cap. I paid $5.24 for this. Currently it is $6.29. It's available in 4 colors: black, pink, white, and then the khaki color that I got. They say it is a faux rabbit fur. It is kind of fuzzy. I'm not sure how well it shows on camera, but it is kind of fuzzy and it is nice and soft. So I guess it's not what got me to buy it. I wouldn't think, oh, I really want a faux rabbit hat. But anyway, it does feel nice and soft. It seems to be a pretty good quality. It does have the little plastic piece in here for helping to keep its shape for the shipping. And it has a little, just a slide sort of closure clip for adjusting it at the back. And yeah, it seems good quality. I've bought another, is it just one? Oh, either 1 or 2 different baseball hats off of Temu before. The one it was 2. And the one I returned, the other one I did hang on to, but it's not the greatest quality. I mean, it's fine, but it's not the greatest. This feels like a nice quality hat. So I am happy with this. I'm not super into wearing hats. That just makes my hair stick out weird. But I do like it just for the sake of, you know, if I'm going to walk the dogs and my hair is a bit of a mess, I can just throw my hair back and put it on. And I did think that with, you know, that fall weather. I can feel it in the air. Some days it's nice and warm, other days you can just feel it. Fall is just right around the corner. So the fact that it's kind of fuzzy and warmer, I thought would be good for, you know, taking the dogs for a walk in the fall. So I do really like the quality. Definitely think this is worth the price. And maybe I will even get another color, maybe the black. So yeah, definitely would recommend this one. The next item that I got was a pack. It's an 8-piece package of Boyshort panties, the women's Boyshort panties. I paid $28.34 for these. I did get a really big price adjustment. I got a few different ones, but ultimately I saved $7.62 off of the price. So that was a really good deal. Currently they are $26.76. They are plus size and they come in sizes 0XL to 5XL. I got the 4XL because typically I would have probably bought the 5XL, but a lot of the reviews were saying that they were super, super stretchy and that they fit really well. So I went ahead and got the 4X. And these wouldn't quite fit me. They don't cover my big booty. But anyway, the reason I got them was because they were supposed to be 95% cotton and 5% spandex. There's nothing on the actual underwear to tell you what the material is, but it does not at all feel like or look like cotton to me. I don't think these have any cotton in them at all, let alone being 95% cotton. So I like my underwear to be basically just cotton. I mean, I was okay with the 5% spandex, but yeah, I don't like the synthetic materials for my underwear. So these will definitely be going back. The next item I got was this women's casual sleep dress. I paid $13.59 for this. I did get a price adjustment. Currently it is $12.44. It comes in 5 different colors. There's black, gray, blue, green, and then the pink that I got. And it comes in plus sizes 1XL through 5XL. I got the 4XL. It's 65% cotton, 30% polyester, and 5% spandex. And it is a nice soft t-shirt type material. It is just short sleeves. It has pockets, which is great. So yeah, it has pockets and comes down to about my knee. I did do a try-on clip for it, so you will see that. It does have the dreaded back seam, which I'm not a fan of, but it's fine. But yeah, it's definitely nice. It's going to be super comfy for sleeping in for sure. I would say it's probably a little oversized. Now, maybe that's because it is something for sleeping in and they figure, you know, loose and baggy is going to be more comfortable. I think I probably could have sized down, especially because it's just, you know, it's just like a V-neck t-shirt, right? Like you very well could just throw a pair of leggings on with this and, you know, if you had to run out to the store, you could just throw some leggings on and off you go. So for that sake, I probably would prefer it to be a little bit smaller, but I'm probably just going to hang on to this one. I was already thinking I might order the blue one. So maybe that's what I'll do is when I order the blue, I will size down. Our next item is a pair of, they call them vintage pajamas. I paid $6.44 for these. Currently they are $18.26. I believe it was an up to 90% off coupon that I got. So these are for my older daughter. They come in sizes small through extra L, just in the regular size section, and these are a size medium. They come in 2 color variations, so they're not exactly the same. Like it's not just different colors. It is slightly different pattern, but it is like kind of like looks like, you know, different fabrics. But it's more pastel colors like pink and yellow and stuff like that. So honestly, I thought that was a nicer option, but not for me. So, and this is the ones my daughter liked. So they are just short sleeves, collared button down shirt. It does have a little pocket on the front here. and then it comes with matching little shorts. So I do think it looks super cute. Like I said, I did think the other color was maybe a little nicer, but yeah, my daughter really liked this one better. I said I thought the material made it look like old man pants, like old man pajamas, and she said, yeah, that's exactly why I want them. So, you know, but they are 100% polyester, so hopefully they're comfy for her. They feel okay material, kind of shirt blouse like sort of material. The reviews online had said that they were really soft and silky, so it is soft. It is kind of silky, I guess. It wouldn't be my first choice of material for pajamas, but I think maybe that's just because of the type of style of pajamas they are, that maybe that's just the fabric. But I think my daughter's gonna like them, so, and I may even go back and get the other color for my other daughter. The next item I got was just this tank top. They call it Solid Simple Tank Top. I paid $10.28 for this. I did get almost $3 in price adjustments. Currently it is $8.98 for the color that I got. It comes in plus sizes 1XL through 5XL, and I got the 4XL. So there are, like I said, there are 6 different colors available. There's a burgundy, pink, black, green, navy, and then this blue color that I got. And the prices range from $7.48 to $10.98 depending on the color that you choose. The fabric is 95% polyester, 5% spandex. It is nice and soft. I will say it does kind of have a little bit of a sheen to it, which, you know, I'd prefer if it didn't, but it is nice and soft, so I'm okay with that. It does have the back middle seam, which I'm not a fan of, but I like the length of it. It is kind of a flowy tank. It's not like a real fitted one, so I do kind of like that. It's definitely not a color I typically would buy. It's just not. But the next item that I have is what I got it to go with, and I think it does go well with it. So you will see on the try on, you'll see this on its own, and you will see it with the next item too. The next item I have is this kimono. It's a boho kimono. I paid $18.48 for this. I did get price adjustments of almost $3. It's currently, this pattern colored one is out of stock. They do have it available. It's not the exact same. It's like a kind of a dark green background with kind of fall sort of colored pattern on it. And that one currently is $13.48. It's plus size and available in 0XL through 5XL. When I got this one, they only had it in 2XL, so I went ahead and got it because I figured kimonos typically are pretty oversized. So, and it's fine, like you'll see in my client try-on clip, like it's completely fine on me. In fact, I don't think a bigger size would have been good. Like, this definitely is plenty big. It is 100% polyester. It has a little bit of a tassel at the trim, so around where your arms come through, and then along the bottom seam, which is kind of nice. I quite like that. The one thing that I wish wasn't the case is that this is how the other ends edges are finished. So just kind of serged along the edge of it, so that's like the part that goes around by your neck and down all the way down the front. So not my favorite. It's, you know, it's not super noticeable when you've got it on, because, you know, they did use thread the same color as the material, so it's not super noticeable, but, you know, still would have been nicer if it was a better finished edge. Next we have a cozy cutout knit sweater. So this is it here. I paid $18.71 for this. I did get over $3 in price adjustments on this also. It is currently $16.56 for this. It is plus sizes 1XL through 5XL, and I got the 4XL. And it is available in white, navy, a pinkish gray, and olive green that I got. So currently the color I got, the olive green and the pinkish gray, are sold out, but the white and navy are both available. It is 100% polyester. This feels so super soft. It's not like a really heavy sweater, and I mean, with all the little cutouts on it, it certainly wouldn't be like super warm, but it does seem like really nice quality, and it is really soft. I'm just hoping it's not the kind that'll, you know, really pill badly. So, and you'll see on my try on clip, it is shorter at the front than it is at the back. And with it having all the little holes on it, I did have it on with a tank top underneath. So, but I think it looked nice. And honestly, I think the pinkish gray color looks really nice. So I'm kind of going to be stalking the listing, I think, trying to see if the pink one comes back in stock and buy that one too, because I do really like this. Our next item is a V-neck elastic jumpsuit. I paid $24.37 for this. I did get price adjustments. Currently it is $24.07 to $27.47 depending on the color you get. It's available in army green, khaki, navy, and black that I got. And you can get it in plus sizes 1XL through 5XL. I ended up going for the 5XL because I have a bit of a long torso. So I was concerned that it would maybe be tight down to the crotch. So that is why I went for the bigger size. When I had it on, I honestly was thinking, oh, I really like this. And then I kind of watched the clip back, and I wouldn't say camel toe, but maybe a camel foot. I just felt like you could see the way the material was, that it looks like it is pulling a bit. So I'm not sure. You guys will have to maybe let me know what you think, whether it's obvious. I do really like it. It's very comfortable. It's 95% polyester, 5% spandex. It is nice and soft, kind of feels like t-shirt, and it's got stretch to it. So it is sleeveless. It's a V at the front and back, and they're pretty low, the V's. I could see maybe putting a stitch in it to hold it closed more. I mean, I would be wearing something under it anyway. On the listing, it had like pictures of models wearing it without anything under. I would not do that, but I mean, I still think I would maybe put a stitch or so. It does have pockets, which is also really nice. And then it is kind of wide leg and it is full length. So really would like to know what you guys think. It's very comfortable on, very comfortable. I do kind of think it looked nice, but at the same time, looking in the camera when I was recording it, and kind of looking down at myself, I didn't really notice the crotch area. And when I watched it back, I did think it looked a little bit maybe like it was pulling. So let me know what you think, because I can't go bigger because they don't go bigger for the sake of getting something that's longer. So please let me know. Be kind, but be honest. If you think that it's not good because of it pulling there, please let me know. But be kind when you tell me. So I have a little bit of a confession to make. If you've been watching my videos, you would know about my cropped jean jacket saga of buying and returning, buying and returning, buying and returning. And the last one I got was the fourth one I had purchased, and I was adamant that that was going to be the last one. So, and I think I probably left off the video saying I was keeping it, but I didn't. I returned it, and then after the fact, I had several comments saying that people thought it looked really nice on. So I went looking again. So I got this one. So this is different than any of the other ones that I had hauled before. I paid $27.99 for this. I did get price adjustments. Currently it is $28.69. and it's plus size, sizes 1X to 5X available, and I got the 4XL. It is 85 cotton, 15% polyester, and on the listing, this was the only kind of coloring or wash that they had. So it is cropped. These are not, they're like kind of like a 3/4 length sleeve, which is different to any of the other ones. The other ones I had got before were all short sleeve. So I did kind of like that 3/4 length sleeve. It does have a button closure for it. It has 4 buttons on, I guess it has 5 buttons on the front. It has 2 pockets at the front here that are buttoned, and those are real pockets. And then it also has little pockets in the front as well on each side. So really nice. I really like this one. I'm really glad that actually that I went through what I went through to finally end up with this one, because this is my favorite one of all. It really is. I like the length of the sleeves. I like how it fits. So, and I like the color. I like the wash of this one. So yeah, definitely recommend this one. Think it is really good, and yeah, I would recommend. Next, we have some press-on nails. These were 74 cents when I got them. I did get a little price adjustment. Currently, they are 89 cents. You get 24 size nails in here. There are glue stickers and a nail file. And they are just, they call them glossy jelly press-on nails. So they're just kind of a gradient color. They're more light white at the tip, and then just a little bit darker as you go on the nail bed. Our next item is this little sterling silver heart magnetic clasp. It just came in this little plastic container. I paid $6.87 for this. I did get price adjustments. Currently on the listing I purchased from, it's $7.03. It is 925 sterling silver. So there is a listing that I saw that says it's 925 sterling silver, and it was cheaper. It was, I think, about $4. So, you know, by all means, maybe check that out. They do also have the same style that's not silver, and so you can get them for like $1 or $2. So, but yeah, it comes in the silver color, and you can also get it in a gold color. And it is just, it has little lobster clasp on each side that you can attach to either end of your necklace, and then it is magnetic. So it just has a little magnet in both sides of the heart that just clip together, just to make it easier for putting necklaces on or taking them off, that you're just, using the magnet part rather than the parts with the little lobster clasps. Okay, so our last new item for today, because I will have the little clips from me doing the nose waxing as well as the trying of the gel nail polish. So this is the last new item, and it is a plier, jewelry making plier. I paid $3.14. I did get a refund on this, and that was because it was listed as a complete jewelry making pliers set, and all of the photos showed 3 sets of pliers, or 3 pairs of pliers. So it said complete jewelry making plier set, shows a picture with 3, so that to me meant you were getting all 3. So, and then that is not the case. I just got this one. So, and it was like 3 different types of pliers, so it didn't give you a choice to pick which ones you wanted. It just said a complete set, had a picture with 3 different pliers, and then yeah, I got 1 pair of pliers and didn't get to pick the kind, right? So it is now discontinued from the listing that I purchased from, and I'm guessing that maybe it's because it was, deceptive in saying that it was a complete set with a picture of 3 different ones, and that's not the case. The quality seems okay, but I've seen these same pliers in Dollar Tree, and so you can get them for like $1.25 for 1 pair, and they have the different kinds. So I could have went to Dollar Tree and bought the 3 different pairs and paid, $3.75 plus tax, and had the set of 3. So I certainly wouldn't have paid $3.14 for 1 pair off of Temu. So yeah, I did get a refund. They told me not to worry about returning them, so I have them and I will use them. But yeah, I guess I don't really have to say buyer beware on this listing, seeing as it's no longer there. But yeah, if you're looking at this type of thing, just make sure you're sure what you're buying, because yeah, if they're showing pictures of the different ones, just make sure that you're actually getting all three if you're buying them for a certain price, you know. I had mentioned in a previous video when I hauled this nose wax kit that if people were interested that I would go ahead and do this and film it. So that is what I'm gonna do. So I have the wax. I measured out 5 grams of wax because that's what the instructions said to do. And then it said to put some water, boiling water, into the cup, and then the little muffin cup thing for the wax. So the wax is in here, and it says after a couple of minutes it should be melted, and it is. So here we go. I'm gonna do one nostril for sure. We'll see whether or not I do the second one. I'm a little nervous. I do have my nose ring in, so I'll have to take that out if I do that nostril, but we will see. So it says to rotate the tip of the applicator in the wax to get the appropriate amount of wax. Yay. Okay, I'm thinking that 5 grams of wax is probably more than you need. Goodness. And it says, while inserting it into the nostril, slightly rotate it and push your nostril kind of out, I guess. Okay. It's not breaking apart. Okay, this is bad. Okay, so here we go. I got a mirror here. I'm gonna try and do this. Okay. Doesn't smell the best. I don't know that I got enough wax on this though. So now you're supposed to leave it for 1 to 2 minutes, I think it said. Yeah, 1 to 2 minutes to let the wax set. So yeah. Feels like it's gonna fall out. Okay, so I think it's probably been long enough. It does totally feel like it could fall out, but obviously it hasn't. So now I'm supposed to just hold my nose and yank down and just go. So I'm right-handed, so this is like kind of backwards. I'm gonna try not to cover my nose too much. Let me take my glasses off, make it easier here. All right, are we ready? 1, oh gosh. 1, 2, 3. You know what? That wasn't bad. See what I got. You know what? I got some, but yeah, I definitely didn't have enough up there. Yeah, I don't. Do you want to see? It's kind of gross, but you can see some hairs there, so I'm not gonna hold it up for too long. This is the solid nail gel polish, and we will go ahead and get started. I am only gonna do one nail. I just want to get an idea of how it works. So I do have to put on a base coat first. So we will go ahead and do that, and then I will get that cured, and then I can open up the one. I already have one that I opened during my haul, so I will just use that color. So we will just have to cure it here. So I'm hoping that it is easy to use. Definitely would be a nice way of doing it. I think it'll be a little easier to be a little more exact with where you're putting the nail polish on your nail. So hopefully, anyway. All right, so I have the base coat cured on here. So seeing as this is the one that I opened before, I'm just gonna go ahead and try this one. It did come with the little brush, and I really don't know how much to take, you're just supposed to scoop some and then put it on. I think I maybe should have played around with this brush a little bit. It feels pretty rigid. So, I don't know. That's going on awfully sheer. Get a bit more. Yeah, I don't know. This is not... I don't think this is working so good for me. Okay, well, maybe we'll do that and let that cure and then do another coat. Okay, so that's the first coat cured. We'll go back in and get a little bit more here and see whether or not we can get a little bit more color, because that is very, very sheer. It almost feels a little sticky-like. So I'm not sure that this is particularly any easier than regular gel polish. It is a little bit thicker, but yeah, I don't know whether it's just this particular color. It's just so pale. All right, we'll cure this one too. All right, so that is it with 3 coats. I'm not super happy with how that has turned out. I feel like it's a little bit patchy, and yeah, I'm not super happy with that color. So I don't think I'm gonna worry about putting a top coat on. I think I will just take this back off. But I mean, it was maybe slightly easier to put it on than regular gel polish because of it being that little bit thicker. I'm sure with practice I'll get better at it, but yeah, I don't know if I'd be willing to pay, you know, the more expensive price that these seem to be for the ease of it being that little bit thicker. I think I'd be inclined to just stick with regular stuff. So yeah, don't know that I really particularly recommend it. All right, so that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed my haul. Have a great day, have a great weekend. And if you are enjoying my videos and are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And we will see you next time. Bye.